Hi, this is James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today I'm going to show you how to play Codenames Duet. Now, this is similar to Codenames if you played Codenames before, but this is a game that lets you play down to 2 players. Let's go ahead down to the table here, and I'm going to show you how to play Codenames Duet. All right, so this is Codenames Duet. Now, if you've played Codenames before, you're going to be able to jump into this really quickly. If you haven't played Codenames before, that's also fine. Codenames Duet is set up here so you can actually play with 2 players in a game instead of teams. Now, there is nothing stopping you from playing Codenames Duet as teams, so you can play any number of players with this, but you can play down to 2. Now, what this game is all about is it's going to be all about guessing the 15 different clues that are going to be out on the grid here. And you're going to have 9 of these clues per player, some of them overlapping, that they need to be able to guess. So obviously, some of the clues will only be on one side of one team, or some will be only on the other. Now, the way this game works is similar to other Codename games. Now, I will mention that you get a giant stack of cards, but not only that, you get a second giant stack of cards in this game. So you get a lot of cards to play with. And you're going to make a 15 by 15 grid here to set up. So we're going to place these out to make up our 15 by 15 grid. And then you're going to be able to start looking at this while they come out, and you're going to start trying to make these connections here while the other person sets it up, because in the game of Codenames or Codenames Duet, you're going to have someone, in this case one of the team leads to 2 players, just the other player here, say a word and then a number. Now, the rules for the words that you can say in the game here are they cannot be part of any word that's on the board here. So you have to be very careful. So you're going to take a quick look at what's out there. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to figure out how much time you want to have for the game. Now, normally you're going to always put out these green, and there's other variants too in the back of the book that you can discover for yourself, but you're going to put these bystanders out. And that's going to give you 9 turns for the game. You can, if it's your first game, or you want to play an easier game here, you can put out the 10th or 11th bystander to give you 11 turns or 10 turns instead of the 9. The last thing you're going to do is you're going to shuffle this up, and you're going to place one like this on the stand here. And what this is going to do is players will need to sit across from each other. One player is going to be able to see this side, and you're going to see these green spots correspond to the grid here, and those are going to be the words that you're going to need to have your opponent or your player, cooperative player here, guess. And on the opposite side here, and again, Codenames Duet, just in case I haven't said properly here, is a cooperative game. All right, so the other player is going to have different ones, and they're going to have 9, and each are going to have 9. Some of them overlap, some of them don't. And you're going to have a total of 15 that you're going to place out. So you're going to look, so whoever you want to have go first is going to look, and these are going to be where the bystander ones get placed out, and these are the ones that we're going to try to get people to guess. So you're going to take a look at the words that are on the board, and these ones here you're going to take particular interest to. So we don't want to ever have them guess lemonade, we don't ever want to have them guess pine, and we don't have them ever guess vampire, because if we do, we put out the assassin and we immediately lose the game. So I am going to, and unlike normal code names, as long as the person guesses correctly, they can just keep going. So I don't think that'd be wise on your first turn, but you do you. Anyhow, we're going to take a look at some of these words that we can have available. So we have pew, we have craft, we have cave, we have Tarzan, we have blizzard. I should have probably rigged this so I actually could think of a good thing to start with. Golf, blizzard, Tarzan. So we could say, and you can't use any of the words that are on there. So you're trying to say a word that's not on here and a number. So the word's going to be what is in common with the things that you're thinking about in your head for them to guess. And the number is how many of these correspond to it. And you can always, uh, you know, be abstract as you want. Like I could say Disney 2. And in my head, I'm like, well, Tarzan is a Disney movie. Blizzard, that's sort of like Frozen. So, yeah, I'll say that. And then the other player is going to be like, wow, I have no idea what you're thinking. I guess Tarzan's Disney. So you'll say, yeah. So you can put that on top. And then they're going to say, well, I have no idea. So they could stop there or they could guess something. And they'll be like, you know what? Cave. I don't know. And you'll be like, yeah. So, and then they're going to go and look at it and they're going to say a word and then a number. And you're going to keep going until you get to your 15. Now, if at any point they have guessed all of the spots that you have on your board, you're just going to basically say, hey, you've guessed all of my 9. And from then on, the other player will be doing all of the word clues. Now, if they guess a spot, so let's say instead of cave, they're like, I don't know, Dash, because Dash is a character in one of the Disney movies, and you're like, no, that's not right. So you're going to put a bystander on there. Now, the biggest thing with bystanders is to know that just because it is not a spot for you doesn't mean it isn't for them. So you're going to point it to the person that belongs to. So in this case, this one is mine. So in which either way you want to do it, but basically the idea is that I mark this off for my board because it's not one of mine. But when they give me a clue, I could be guessing this because it could be green for them. But that's going to be how you use the bystanders. Either way, each time you take your turn, a bystander gets removed. So either they guessed a place where a bystander would go and you put it out, or you flip a bystander over on the check side and that happens on your turn. So no matter what, you're only going to have 9 turns. So then my opponent or my fellow player would go, and let's say I didn't guess anything that was bystander, you flip one of those over, keep going until you get to the last one. If you guessed all 15 before you run out of time, you win the game. Otherwise, you lose. That's it. That's going to be how you play Codenames Duet. So yeah, that's a very light, simple game and really ingenious way of making Codenames a 2-player or 2-team game. So overall, if you like Codenames, this is a really good version of Codenames, especially if you only have 2 players and you want to play Codenames. This is going to be a great one to pick up. Really good for when you're on the road or whatnot and you just want to hang out with your friend. Great game to play. But yeah, that's my teach of this and my thoughts on it. And if you like what we do, please like and subscribe. It really helps us out a lot. Helps us get more content out for you all and all that fun stuff. But either way, I hope you all have a great day and thank you for watching.